Yo guys, it's Shadow back for another episode of Hunter x Hunter. So, uh, um, um, yeah, a lot, not really a lot happened, but a lot still happened. I like this whole contest idea that King has entertained. I do, and I'm curious. I really am curious to just see how will this conclude. This is 133 now. There's 148 in this anime that that's been adapted. How are they going to leave this? I really just cannot wait to see. Before I get started, as I said recently, streams will be here on YouTube, not just a post stream of this anime, but gaming streams are going to be here on YouTube, not on Twitch for right now. Um, so you can just stay here, don't have to. I mean, you can still follow the Twitch if you want to, of course, but for right now, we're going to be staying on YouTube. So that's cool. That's fine with me. I have to adjust my whole stream layout because I won't be able to use my software that I use to stream on Twitch because it's made for Twitch, not YouTube. That's things you don't care about. So let's see what happens here. I saw in the thumbnail that Welfare was here,
メルエ
so
ムに
that's
対
interesting.
し時間稼ぎのために勝負を
Can I
挑
also
んだ
can
プ
I
フ
also say I typically don't like looking at thumbnails of episodes, and I don't like reading the synopsis or the description of an episode, not just in anime, but in anything. Um, because it already puts like ideas in my head. And it's interesting because I don't look at those things, yet I have no problem looking at openings and endings. And of course, some people watch them, some people don't. Of course, the biggest reason why some people may not is because of spoilers. But with me, I always look at it as like because that openings for the whole season or that core of the season, it's not like what we're seeing is going to happen in that episode or in that next episode. It can happen at the very end for all we know, or it might just be a very very subtle hint that you can't really put together until after you've seen it, and then you go back and look at it again. And you're like, oh shit, I see what they were doing. I didn't even notice it at first. But in this case, looking at a description of an episode or a thumbnail of an episode, that is tied directly to that episode. That's more of a spoiler to me than watching an opening ending. That's besides the point.
まだ催眠状態にない人民たちに鱗粉を散布していた前の方は
Oh, they get unhypnotized?
何言ってんだよ兵隊の連中なんかもっと後ろの方で止まってるよ
So that's why he scaled first. I mean, we knew he was important for that reason, but I didn't think about that. They would wear off.
肉体のほぼ7分の6を王に献上した影響かパワーダウンしている鱗粉の散布がはかどらない
Good
そ
fuck.
れに一刻も早く娘を抹殺しに向かいたいの
I wonder how long
何としても
the scales really
今
last
回
for.
は正真正銘
So probably like what? 30 minutes or something?
ガムテープで目と手を縛った方がいい俺を見られたら説明とか長くなる
そうね。ところで、なんであいつら乗せてきたの？
Are they even still there? Yo,
地下倉庫の奥に娘が囚われているってことだけ大岡護衛軍に伝えてくれればいい俺たちが交渉したいって言ってるってな
王の逆鱗に触れかねね
right.
誰がやるかよそんなこと
Palm was watching him so that he can, she can keep eyes on him.
車の運転は
お前よりはマシだよ
こいつがちゃんと役目を果たすかは重要。
Palm just giving that death stare.
見ておいた方が。
大丈夫
I mean, well,
これが終わったら自由なんだ
okay, no, stop. What the fuck do you mean you're free? He has no power. I'm talking about Ikalgo. You're free. To do what? Okay, so what? You're Ikalgo's prisoner? Bitch? You think he's just gonna just fuck off? I don't understand.
ジャイロに会いに行けよ
Huh? I thought that. Huh? Didn't he die?
調子に乗んなよぶち殺すぞこれ気安くあいつの名前呼ぶんじゃねえてめえに何がわかるあ
わかるよ財カハル
Oh, get fucked.
なんで俺の
I thought he told him his name before. Are you trying to tell me that they're former
誰にも
buddies?
言ってないはず
Interesting.
俺は多分もう昔の名前思い出せないけど
Interesting. But that's obviously Wolfen right there. That's
奴らは
funny.
敵だろ
That's crazy.
俺たち NGL の
Hey, listen. Y'all were
ブログ
homies in
で
another
の前
life.
世を忘れているだけで仲間のはず連れて行ってくれ
Isn't he dead? No, is he still passed out? It would have been really cool, actually. What if, like, when they was in their human lives, we actually had like a decent amount of time spent with them for like a good reason, but then they died. But then we find out that it's these two. That'd been kind of cool.
枷を外したら車で逃げな。外に出れば状況は一目でわかるはずだ。
How did they remove their own shit? Why is he so mad? Welfin is like as mad as Torfin.
至急王にお伝えせねばならないことがございます。
Hmm. Hmm.
地下倉庫に
は
それで奴らは娘と仲間の人質交換を望んでるってわけか。
もう早く王様へお伝えください。
Well, you see, he can't.
俺に任せろ。なるほど、勝負なんだから王に伝えなくとも問題なしだ。それにしてもピトーは一体何してやがるんだ。
So he gave him that much power, huh?
ユピード
What did he do?
あ
お聞きしたいことが。
なんだ。
前世の記憶はありますか。姫
That's
ら
a
に
good question.
なる前の。
あねえよ、そんなもん。くだらねえこと聞くんじゃねえよ。
Don't ask me stupid questions.
ユピードの。
おい、いい加減に。
俺を攻撃すれば反撃する。いくつか質問する。5秒以内に答えろ。
牛に乗ってんじゃねえぞ。クソが。
Okay.
勝負
That man bored as hell. That tail is so thick. Uh-oh.
要は
Uh-oh.
誰かと戦っていた
Uh-oh. I doubt he'll remember her name, but if he were to ask Poof, Poof can't lie or else he'll get hacked. Also, he's bleeding, Yuppie's bleeding, what's happening? I thought Yuppie was bleeding because he was getting weak. Uh-oh.
ユピが。
Excuse me. What's this about? Because Yuppie's not dead. But what happened to, what's his face? Where's Welfin?
そんな
I agree. Whose eye is that? Oh, Palm. There's... I don't...
メレム様。
I don't think that Yuppie died off screen.
ユピが殺されました。
He's not dead.
かなりの手だれがまだいます。
ようやく世も指導できるわけだない
え、メレム様。状況が変わりました。ここは危険です。勝負は。
やめると申すか
The contest is off. Get fucked.
ならば世の勝利それでいい
Bro, it's not that fucking serious, dude. Come on, bro. Just tell them. Yuppie's not dead.
パム
I disagree.
王の意志に逆らって護衛軍の統率が乱れるなんてありえねえよ
そうタイアリが人間側についていることだってありえなくない
Yeah, so she is an ant. Technically.
人間と混じることで普通のキメラならありえないがいろいろ起こっている絶対と言い切れる根拠はある
じゃあ100歩譲ってそれはいいよそれともう大丈夫はどうつながるんだよ
王の最初の縁からおよそ20分経過私たちが王に殺されたり捕まったりしてないから最初の縁の時私はこの子を背負ってた王がそのことに気づいていたなら
So,
まず私のもとに
so let's stop right here. So, this is where the distinction between what would be too clever for writing and what would work as writing. Obviously, this is a anime, it is a show. Someone had to write this whole storyline. If the author wanted us to know that, um, wanted us to know that the king say made that relation, or that Paul made that relation to the fact that the king did not kill her is because she had Kamugi. But the king at that time still doesn't know about Kamugi. And so this is where it's kind of like, do you say, "Oh, Paul's being really clever here in her deducing this," or can you say, was that too much of an assumption for a person to come to for it to make sense? Does that make sense? So, um, I'm really curious to see how this specific interaction will play out, because if she deduces perfectly about the situation of why she was not targeted, then that would be kind of interesting to really think about. But again, the king didn't know about Kamugi at the time that he used that in. I don't know if it was specified why he chose Knuckle and Melon. I don't know. I don't remember, I should say. But I doubt that he was like, oh, she's carrying Kamugi. That's someone that's important to me. I'll go for somewhere else. No, that was someone else. That wasn't the case. So I'm really interested. You see what I'm going with this? I'm really curious to see how she works. I'm going back up a little bit. I'm curious.
王がそのことに気づいていたなら、まず私のもとに来たはず。しなかったのは髪の毛で覆っていたから。背負っていたものを人と認識できなかったと考えられる。何かで覆ってしまえば、王の縁でもこの子は探せないってこと。
Okay.
何を言ってるんだ。
Just dump roses on top of them. They'll all die. Evacuate the good guys and dump roses on them. Easy, simple,
王が死
light
ぬ。
work.
そりゃあいつか死ぬだろうよ。それがいつかわかるなら誰も苦労しねえよ。なんでもう大丈夫になるんだよ。もっとはっきり教えてくれ。
そんなに先のことじゃない。
She's so serious. Oh.
数時間のうちに
Was that right?
王は死ぬ。
Yeah. Multiple roses.
私たちは残酷よ。彼らと何一つ変わらない。いえ、それ以上に。
What the hell is Palm on about? He's bleeding too. Is it stress? What? It's not stress. So what exactly is it? So that makes so much sense on how this can conclude by dropping bombs on them. And again, I love that whole lore thing with the bombs. I really love how the narrator explained that. But the bleeding that's happening with all of them, what? Is it because they gave that power to the king and they're weaker? But why would that cause them to, you know, bleed like that? Interesting. Um, I will say, before this arc started, and I was a loser and I was watching this on Netflix. Um, I've heard talk. I think I remember hearing talk about the Chimera Ant arc, but even if I didn't, I remember seeing how many episodes there was in that arc. And as I was leading up to it, I was thinking, I can't wait to get into this arc, see what it's about. And it's crazy because we have been with these motherfuckers for so long that it feels like they're a part of my life, both in for the anime and in real life, because of just how much they've been involved. And like, obviously they're adversaries, they're bad guys, but it's like I'm putting them on like a different kind of like tier when it comes to like anime characters, because I feel like if I were to have some kind of figure of Poof, Yuppie, or Patel, it'd be kind of weird. It'd be like, man, why do I have them? Those fucking losers. But no, I mean, I think they're very, they're very interesting and they're very good characters. But it's just the fact that we spent so much time with them that it's kind of crazy and it feels weird that we're getting to a point now where they're about to potentially die and just be out of the picture. It feels like we should have them. Not that I'm saying I want to or anything, but it feels like we could have them for like another 100 episodes, and it would just make it would just I wouldn't really even bat that much of an eye because they can just go into just they can just take so many different directions with those characters. It's interesting. It really is. There's so many thoughts. I don't know that won't be brought up when this live stream happens, but I really am curious. When I get done with this arc, I do want to, read discussions about what people think about it. Because because it's just so big that it just naturally is going to have more of a discussion about it because it can be decisive, and it has been decisive for people. So I really want to see what is the consensus, what do people like about it. Like I really want to, anyway. Look, I gotta go. I gotta watch more. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.